Oh, you're already on now, aren't you?
Yeah. Well,
I knew you
Go
were
ahead,
already on.
leave it
Right,
on.
we're going to chat podcasty time again. And with it all still resonating from last week, we are on FishOMania, isn't it?
Everything FishOMania.
Let's talk about FishOMania. It's just been a mega final.
I thought it's the best one I can ever remember. Obviously, the one that I won was pretty good, but as a fishing spectacle and people, you know, looking in from it, it was amazing.
Yeah, I like that.
It was so good, Jay.
Thinking this through, we have got it good because, yeah, we've got the two aspects of it. You watching it.
Well, you're always blooming in it, and I'm
Yeah.
all bloody pretty much always presenting it. So it was so easy for me. So I'll go from my perspective first. So easy for me in that, with it being on a snake lake, there's only going to be 3-4 methods at the absolute most what anglers are using.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much on the bottom across, edges on the bottom, up and down the middle, shallowing on the bottom, obviously. So it was so good for me to like talk through them particular methods, you know, after the anglers had fished for a bit, and then have a chat with what was going on, and how close it was. You know, loads of people catching fish and how close it was.
Yeah, the actual fishing itself.
And obviously the weather, but even if we didn't have the weather, you know, obviously weather's the weather. You can never dictate for that in England, but it just made for an amazing day. I thought it was brilliant, really did.
did you find you were sort of running out of things to say on, with it being
I think you
fairly
do that with
similar
anything,
methods?
though. I mean, obviously, no, but because of what happened at the end, obviously with Christian coming back, but you do that with any silent fishing match. I mean, look at it like last year and how he completely ran away with it. I mean, you run out of stuff to talk about after 90 minutes there, but
to be
fishing
fair,
is fishing.
there was nothing to talk about there when you think about it on the year before.
Fishing's fishing, from our perspective, for like presenting. You could talk about what other potential things people could do to like get themselves back in it. So you never run out.
It was actually...
I've never run out of bloody things to talk about.
It was completely different.
It was.
That last hour especially, you've never had that in
Never
Fish
seen
Show.
that. Never.
Where
Well,
Christian's
you
fishing,
said,
edge.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Everyone's doing something different.
Art's fishing shallow.
Yeah.
And I think Dice cut short, didn't he?
He's on short on little pea paste. He's on
yeah,
little
they're
balls of paste.
doing different things.
Everyone's doing something.
I know it's all close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my criticism.
But I think this
was the lack of... But when you...
Lack of what?
You've seen quite a few...
Variety of methods.
Yeah, you see quite a few comments where it's like, oh, it's just pole fishing, but...
It is, but it's all different aspects, isn't it?
There is a bit more to it.
That's like saying, oh, it's just rod fishing's so
diverse.
broad.
Yeah.
But I suppose because it is quite close quarters and stuff, a lot of it's little differences and little tweaks where you've got to understand the technical side of match fishing a bit more to know what they're doing. Whereas someone suddenly swapping from chucking a waggler that far to like fishing down the edge or something, everyone sees it's a big change, but there's probably more smaller little tweaks and stuff.
Yeah, little tiny tweaks and changes.
Probably more appealable to anglers.
Anglers that, what you mean, younger anglers? From
People
like
that understand fishing. To someone that doesn't go fishing.
Yeah, I suppose looking in. But then obviously, you've seen fish caught all the time. And obviously in previous fish shows, it's like 1.5 hours to the next, you might only see like 1 or 2 fish get caught.
Yeah.
Whereas literally the cameras, like I've never seen them work as much. Cameras all over the place, focusing on people catching fish, because it was so frantic.
I'm having that. We haven't actually had this chat, have we?
No.
We've kept this till we have this.
Definitely.
You've just like swayed me. I was on the, it didn't have enough variety, but it did.
It did.
I think we went in as well saying, I think because yours was a bit rubbish in the end and it was just ticking, you felt like you weren't ever going to catch up, and we were like, oh, it's not the best venue because you can't catch up. Then Christian's literally, what was he? 10th, 12th or something? An
8 kilo, an 8 kilo, a 5 kilo and a 10 kilo, so in 2 hours.
Where was he? He was like 14th or something, wasn't he, with 2 hours to go?
14th with...
I'd say with an hour to go, he must have been 10 kilo behind. He was more than 10 kilo behind.
He was 10th with an hour to go. And then obviously that's when he's had an 8 kilo and a 10 kilo. No one thought he'd have 10 kilo. We thought it'd be another like 7 or 8 kilo. But then we didn't know about Dyson. Like it's caught these big carp as well.
Because obviously, should we go on to that? The different mindset him and Dyson will have had. Yeah. I think I had a chat with Jamie about it because of the position they're in, and obviously with Fisho, you know exactly where you are because of the weigh-ins. Yeah. Dyson's, I can't remember who I was chatting to. Someone was like watching Dyson at the end.
Well, Wayne won it. Wayne could see him.
And he's seen how he's playing fish, and he's like slowed everything down. Obviously knows he's in contention, slowed it down a bit, making sure everything gets in the net. Whereas you've seen the total other side of it, where Christian's been that far behind.
He thought he can't win.
Yeah.
It was
just like, it was amazing to watch. He just literally just wallop, ship back, few pulls and that's it. Pull and then
What's it been
stuck
like?
back
Top
in.
kitten 1 or a bit further?
Top kit, yeah, a bit further. Top kitten 2, I'd say.
Has
Obviously,
he?
short top kitten 2. He's got like one of these hay bales coming out.
Yeah.
He's fishing just behind that. It's perfect, just like what you do, you know, sneaking that
went
bait
in
in,
nice and-
lifting his rig into it, and it's just like, but lovely, lovely bite, straight under. Everything was up to in the top lip.
Just settle and be well
Just
behaved.
beautiful it was, and it's like decent carp, you know, 2 to 4 pound carp, odd little babby F1. But yeah, you could see like he was proper on the charge, and like obviously fast forward, we won't fast forward yet, but the look on his face at the end was just something
Yeah.
else.
Almost a surprise.
But it is, isn't it? That's being in that position, thinking you've not got a chance. It's almost you're not worrying about anything. You just fish it.
Just carry on. This is if
You
a
can
normal
just
match,
fish.
isn't it? How much you speed up in the
Do you know
normal
what?
match at the end
It's
when you know
exactly
you're
the same
on fish.
as when Pete was beating me in Golden Reel. It's exactly
Yeah.
the same as when I run Golden Reel.
Pulled, didn't you?
Because
I
I
remember
never
that
thought I
great
could win.
bigging you had. You're like, wallop, and just I've never seen anyone pull as much as that.
Winning wasn't. That's what
Can't
fishing's
start.
at.
What's going on?
But-
It was
Yeah.
in.
When that's going to be one of those, when he looks back at how hard he was pulling,
Yeah.
he's had everything fall into place where just one of those fish pinging off, that's
Fell off.
cost him
That's it.
probably 50 grand, hasn't it? Because he'll go from
Well, it was
first to
700 grams
third.
he won by, yeah.
Yeah.
An
First,
F1.
third, yeah.
one fish pinging
Every
off.
one of his fish in his net was 700 gram. You'd guess that because everything is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
And he put all for the 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's I mean that they've been
It's so close. 700 grams separating the
fish.
3. It's
Yeah.
just, it was
at that
amazing.
venue as well, where
At that venue, where
every
it's
one of
calm.
them will have foul looked fish. I know
Yeah.
they will have.
Yeah.
I mean,
They will have
even
100%.
even the power, he's had 51 kilo. He was 4th. I think Paul
5
Wright,
kilo, 10 pound, yeah.
48 kilo. So that's 100 pound getting there or thereabouts.
Yeah,
It's
100
just phenomenal. Perry's had 40 kilo next to power. You know what I mean? Everyone's just.
So
It's
good.
the best one I've ever seen. Definitely.
Yeah.
And obviously, again, from a spectator's point of view, they only like, what was it? I think it was 2,000 spectators there, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2.5.
Brilliant for them, because every angler that they went to, you know, you see fish getting
You
caught.
could get very close, yeah.
Do-
Closer
do-
than ever before.
Do we think that's had an effect then, going on, like crowds, people around you?
I
the
think it has, certainly
disturbance?
on the popular anglers, the likes of Jamie and Andy Bennett, definitely. I mean, Jay, you've had it where obviously the people are walking in there from the road, and obviously all the vans are getting parked there.
Very busy.
But you've got to expect that, obviously,
It's part of it.
how you are, and obviously the bagger, you're going to expect loads of people there, and obviously, yeah, there'll be times when it will play into other anglers' hands and all that. But if you
But
get
is that a
used to
good thing?
It can put them off as well, because having that many people around them as well.
Possibly.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're in close proximity, that can put them off. So it could do you a favour.
I'll think about that as well. Instead of the selfish look at it, that I want the fairest match possible.
Yeah.
That's maybe the crowd's having such an influence and there being such a shake-up in the way it was. Do you know what I mean? With no disrespect to anyone, or it's not even bagger should win.
Yeah. I think
Simple as. But because of everything else,
you've seen.
the chaos that is going on,
Yeah.
that is why he doesn't win.
The-
And maybe that is the leveler that makes it appealing to the masses.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's crappy for the likes of us that are going to suffer
Well,
as
not
a
me.
result in certain occasions.
Yeah.
It's a weird one, isn't it? You've got to look at it. It's hard to look at it from the outside in.
Yeah.
I think you summed it up best when you were chatting in the morning. It's like, it's just part of Fish Show. It's not a normal match.
Who was just saying that too? I think I
can't-
was saying it to Dyson.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You see people on Facebook and stuff complaining that, someone stood on that platform and put them off, and he's had cameras behind.
That match.
Yeah, Fish
That
Show
is what
isn't
it is.
a
It's
Fish
civilised fishing match in the countryside. It is chaos. Deal with it.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
That's
what it is,
That's
and-
what you go for, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to look at it, put up with it. You have to have little things, get lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Luck is a big thing in Fish Show.
Yeah.
Big thing.
Oh,
And not
yeah.
just the fish you catch, luck, things going on around you, luck. Definitely the cost you or
So
doesn't.
let's go into that now. Obviously, like we'll go back a bit and talk. Like obviously, that's why Arts fished a lovely match. The fishers got scared out from where Andy was and convinced of that, and Arts
yeah,
not
is that
letting
what you
pass
felt would
to Adam Richards. Yeah, he's just kept him in his peg, kept it going. I think that's why they've gone to him, and that's why they've not gone back to Bagger.
He's
Too many
fished the
people
right
there.
method for how they wanted to be caught as well.
Definitely.
Because that was one thing about Art, I'll say. He was the only one that caught, I don't know whether he caught exclusively F1s, but he caught nearly all
Yeah,
F1s.
I don't remember him catching any carp. They were
because the way he's
decent
fished,
ones,
because he's just fished shallow,
Yeah.
and shallow.
Yeah.
But do you not
Lovely.
think, having been to quite a few finals, there's definitely a trend that certain people can go and fish one method and get close or push it or potentially win, kind of thinking of that.
I do
Andrew,
apologise.
Andrew
Sorry,
left his phone
sorry. Hang on. Oh dear. No. Oh, I left this on blooming Sky as well, and it went off.
Did you?
Yes.
What, actually in the interview?
Yes.
you?
Right. Let me put that on airplane mode. Right. Go on.
Well done.
Carry on what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
fishing, going to a final like that and just fishing one method effectively, or one line.
Again, it's that luck thing we've just spoke about.
But do you not think almost committing to it can, especially if you don't know the venue or something like that, I'm thinking how Art's fished it, how Winnie did at Hayfield, where he's like, I'm doing this, it's either going to win or come last, almost having that mentality.
You nail on the head, come last. Remember Pete Rice, Tunnel Barn, he did it on Maggots on Arena that time, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I think he come like stone last.
It's-
Cookie fished the jigger on Arena and he
Yeah.
didn't catch a fish. So there is, you've got to, like Jay said, you've got to have that look.
I think you'd be more consistent by being flexible.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
like doing like proper handstands and going into a crab and all that,
Yeah.
that kind of
Bit
flexible.
of Pilates mid
Need Ollie to come and show us how to do that.
thingy, but yeah, I think that wins more,
Yeah, having more, you've got to.
especially at that sort of lake as well.
Got
Yeah.
to.
Do you know what I mean? Christian won't have done. Art has, but Christian's won doing. I
Right.
know he's caught most of the fish in the edge, but
Let-
he's fished short, shallow, and all that as well.
He's fish-
Obviously, saying he's fishing one line though, it won't have just been one rig all day. I think that's the thing that probably a lot of people
Christian's-
will miss.
Yeah.
Christian's had this.
Oh, with Art, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he has.
That's
Fish
different,
more
yeah.
lines. But Christian's had this obviously look because the first, well, certainly everyone thought Art was going to win, so that's where all the cameras were. The look that Christian's had is obviously he's come from like whatever he was, 14th up to 10th, then up to 3rd. He didn't have any cameras around him until obviously the all out's gone,
Then
and
he
that's
got to
100%
fish
that's
nice.
helped him because he was fishing down his edge,
Yeah.
and he was on the side where the pallet is in between
The
him.
gap
So if
in
a ca-
between him and
yeah.
Steve.
I mean, obviously that's what we do. You mentioned it
That's how it's
before.
gotta
That's what FishO is. That's what you go for.
Yeah.
But that's 100% helped him.
Yeah. We've seen that before. I can't think when, but I've definitely seen that sort of thing affect
He's
things
not got the
before.
crowds there.
Look at Luke Sears with the drone
Luke
going above him,
Sears.
the
Yes,
second year bagger
yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's little. Something happens. Fish will just go back
Yeah,
to
they
it. Fish
settled
shows
in
chaos.
Baggerspeg then, didn't they? Yeah, it is.
It's
It is.
madness, and this venue has dealt with the chaos better than any venue.
It's better than
Any other venue
any
ever
one of
has.
us could have thought.
Yeah.
We always wondered what a Snake Lake would be like, and I think Westwood is just like,
Yeah.
blown my mind. I thought it was amazing.
It was good.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because there's always, everyone's going to have an opinion on a match like this, and you're never going to please everyone. But I suppose it comes down to what people actually want from the match.
Yeah.
Because this is certainly on it being as tight as possible and plenty of action.
Yeah,
It's
check.
100% delivered on it, hasn't it?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
obviously, you can always find things that
You're
certain
never
people
going to please
prefer.
everyone, though, are you? You know what I mean? From a spectator point of view, that's what it.
It's
Ultimately
impossible
comes
to
down
tick.
to-
That's the closest it's been.
Yeah.
But not being controversial, what I want is everything was perfect. Yeah, everything. But I want it on Swallow instead of that lake.
All right, okay,
That's
yeah.
all I want.
So actually,
Westwood had it perfect.
So that's the lake I did the little demos on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That'd have been perfect because it's a little bit wide. You can do like a few more different
it
tactics. can't you?
appeals to angler-wise. I'm going to focus on now.
Yeah,
In the Snake Lakey way that it was,
yeah,
very much suited. Again, controversial maybe. Northwest anglers.
Yeah.
Because that
'Cause
is
that's
what
all we see,
we
innit?
do.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What Christian does at that new age F1 type fishing.
Ridiculous.
They're
that's it,
him
innit?
and Bagger,
Awesome.
the best in the
Oh,
world
man.
at it. At new
Yeah.
pokey tappy F1 type
Yeah,
fishing.
yeah,
If you were to throw Swallow into the equation, a lot more bigger fish.
yeah.
It gives the southern lads that are a lot better at catching big carp, things like that. It's like
Rod
a bit
and
of
line.
both.
Yeah.
Rod and line comes into it as
Yeah,
well, J-Lad,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
lot
would
of
on there a little
different
bit
fish. Yeah,
potentially,
yeah,
yeah, but
definitely.
more bigger fish. You can do things later on. Do you know what I mean? Because Christian did something later on, but he is one of the best
Oh, it's
at doing
phenomenal.
that.
So cool as well. Such a like real cool head on young shoulders. He makes me sick.
He's done it loads, and
It's
that is what he
amazing.
does
So good.
5 days a week, that type of fishing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like it, everything perfect, but stick it on Swallow instead.
Yeah, I like that, mate.
And can it be moved like a bit more central
Yeah,
if possible?
stick Westwood about 100 bloody mile closer to my house as well.
You don't mind over something like that, though, do you? If it's a
No,
spectacle like that, you'd travel however far it
No,
was,
it's too
wouldn't
far.
you?
It's days,
It
6
is a
hours
long
it took me
way.
to get there.
How do you think Andre Schipperfeld or who's it the Felix? Was it Felix?
Yeah, Felix.
what I
Power
mean?
and shit.
Yeah.
Who,
Power was 5 hours with no traffic, so I don't know. It must have took him days to get there.
4 days.
It is a bugger of a place, but that, like you say, that's.
I don't think you might. I don't honestly. For
It
a
is what it
spectacle
is.
like that, you'd shovel however far it was.
One comment I did see quite a few times
Go on.
was it should be like have your 3 or 4
Yeah.
venues that
rotate
are
them.
suitable and rotate round
Yeah,
them
that's
just to
quite
give it a
good.
bit of
They
variation.
don't exist.
So it's new every time. Yeah,
Don't
I
exist.
don't think it does.
We've thought about this. It's so hard to get.
There's possibly like
All the other
name some other venues, and obviously the Hayfield.
But the ones that have done it, so Hayfield could more,
Lindom could do it.
Lindome potentially.
Lindome.
Well, Lyndon will do it eventually, but
Yeah.
that's to be continued, isn't it? That will happen, yeah. Then that might happen in the future.
Yeah, it'd be
But
good.
at the minute, you need them to prove themselves, which
Tried,
Westwood just
tested.
did.
We know they are. Go back to Arena. Arena would be perfect for it now.
No, I'll keep disagreeing on that. Don't
Why?
like it.
Go and talk me through it.
It won't be fair. It's Arena.
Yeah, it would though.
They
They're
wouldn't.
not going to be on them same areas.
Yeah, you will.
Gee, they're
We
all
had
over-
one match on there last year. Where won?
Yeah, you won it.
Where was it?
Same peg.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Where were
it's
you? Where were you? On the other side, where you said, "Oh, it'll be fine all the way round." You sat on your coaching peg.
Yeah,
They go to wherever the wind meets on Arena.
yeah. To be fair,
Arena's amazing. Not for a fair match, though.
no. And that was the fairest match I've ever seen, as I say.
Yeah,
It's
and
brilliant.
look at them where they were.
All over the place.
Yeah,
all
that's
over
one
the place.
criticism I didn't like as well.
So
But
the ones up the army, mean?
I didn't like the advantage that they had.
Yeah, they did have an advantage.
Yeah,
the
I
one-
felt,
How else could you peg it?
2
though?
end pegs that
I
had the
felt that the
blockers.
2 end pegs already had a massive advantage being end pegs.
Yeah, because no
and
spectators.
with
could
no
get to
crowd
them.
as well. That
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
but
They're
it
going
sort
to-
of had to happen. That's another reason why I like it on Swallow.
Because
So the
it's
crowd's all the way
is
around.
it a round lake? Is this like a circle round lake?
It's
is it?
not
I can't remember it.
It's not a horseshoe like that one.
It's not a blooming horseshoe, folks. It's in like a W. It's done me head in. Like Rich got the map out, showed it me, and then they're like the Jones up, and I'm still looking at it. It's not an horseshoe. That. It's still not an horseshoe.
But anyway, that was my only criticism as well, because it does. And maybe why not use whole lake? Because there were
What,
no
I mean,
cameras
like
in the middle bit. I know
Angler,
there was the
spare peg
bridge.
angler like that all the way around.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
But
angler
again,
two
I think
spare
it was
peg,
crowds
rather
why
than
they didn't
pictures.
use the full lake.
Yeah.
Because the 4 cameras that are on the island, they covered everything.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why that couldn't. But then it
It's
does
how-
mean that everyone in the loop
when you're in
can't
the-
have spectators.
Inside the horseshoe.
Yeah, in the middle of it, the
You,
horseshoe.
you can't ship your pole back proper, can you? I suppose.
But we didn't have much room. But yeah, everything was perfect other than the shape of the lake.
Yeah, it's not a horseshoe.
Yeah.
I thought, brilliant. I'd love to see it back there again next year. Really would. I thought it was amazing.
Yes, it definitely needs round 2 on Swallow. Get on it.
So
On
is
Swallow.
that your shout? Swallow for.
Get it on Swallow.
Yeah.
It's a bit more variety in it.
What's fish stock? Same with
Lot
fish
more,
stocks.
no, lots more
Bigger
big
carps.
carpies.
Oh, is it?
Lots more big carpies. Lots more barbels.
Oh, so as you say, it's going to suit the southern
It
anglers
just
then,
suits
isn't it?
that.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
suits everyone.
That, as I said, I know Christian's come from behind,
Yeah.
but he was the best one at doing that.
Oh yeah.
It's
Amazing.
very, very, very hard to come from behind.
That's the thing. Would everyone be looking at it totally differently if that hadn't happened and Art had just ticked over and won it?
That'd have been
By
the
a
biggest
little gap.
criticism then, yeah.
Everyone would be saying, "Oh, it's a boring match. He's led all day. No one's
Yeah.
been able to catch
Yeah.
up." And
Yeah.
that's
Well, that was what they were talking about. I watched a little bit back, and Keith was mentioning that. Oh, it might have been Cookie, but it is so hard to claw
yeah, but it was
back.
nip and tuck with the
5 and
power,
6
and the
kilo.
power's going from like fishing down his edge to like fishing across, and it's quite windy.
Yeah.
So he's like doing different things, but obviously you've got to say that Art, he has. He's stuck to his game plan and everything.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can't take that away.
Yeah, definitely. But so the catching up thing,
Yeah.
because
it is bloody
that
hard.
that was the thing you had
Oh, with
on
them size of fish, you mean?
Yeah.
that year you won at Cudmore. That was the thing
Yeah,
people
yeah.
were moaning about,
Perfect.
because
Once
once
you
you
get
were
ahead,
ahead,
yeah.
unless
Done.
you did something to mess it up,
Yeah, which I
Then-
nearly did. Yeah,
unless you mess it up,
Yeah, 4 kilo on there was
it's
so
hard.
good,
yeah,
wasn't it? That
yeah,
year when you
definitely.
were-
There's no big carping, was it? Well, like a handful, that's it. Or some big skippers.
Skipper.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I like that.
I think that was a good one.
Yeah, so you
Probably the
sh-
best of
Swallow.
fish show.
Swallow at
Yeah, Westwood. Yeah,
Westwood.
Westwood.
that.
Beautiful. Love being there. It was all nice. It all went nice, didn't it? Everything
Your
was
hotel
nice.
was amazing, you pair.
It was all right, wasn't that?
No,
No,
it
you
was
want one
good.
of them
Do you know, I always
that
got the
lodge
driving
with a hot
range and
tub and
pool
everything.
I
Yeah,
would
but
go
that
on
was the golf club. It was nothing to do with our.
Yeah, it was nice.
That wasn't our hotel. We were in like the worky bit.
What was mine like, Rich?
You had
lucky
to shut
to
your
still have you.
windows.
Oh wait.
You had to shut
Sky
the window
pushed
so
out
you
the
didn't
boat
die.
for you, didn't he?
Well, I'll shut
I
that
bet you
window.
Keith wasn't staying in your one.
Oh mate, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, we should have done that. That was our criticism. We should have booked a lodge, but that was just us being lazy. That
Yeah.
should have been done, but no, it
No, I
was.
loved it.
It's a credit to all the people running it, to Westwood, to Alan and all the staff at Westwood.
100%.
It was just lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
really, really nice. Everyone was happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just nice.
So obviously, again, you know, extended thanks to Sky Sports, Matchroom as well for always like looking after it and you
Yeah,
know
they
the
do what
pennies and
they
everything.
do.
It was amazing, really good, proper spectacle.
So there you go. That's our input.